Hi everybody, welcome to our course syllabus walkthrough for SPGN 471. My contact information is right here. We use two texts extensively throughout the course. The first text, What Every Teacher Should Know About Transition in IDEA, is all about preparing us to take the transition exam in this class and also to pass the MTTC. The second required text, Strategies for Teaching Content Effectively in the Inclusive Secondary Classroom, really helps us obtain and apply strategies for reaching and teaching kids at the secondary level. And you'll be asked to give lots of examples in your essays of ideas that you have learned about in the reading of the Diker and Hines text. The catalog description has us down as exploring the role of educator relative to curriculum and transition planning at the secondary level. So we're all about transition, the laws. You can read in the course objectives here, we cover the laws and the current best practices in transition planning. We also look at secondary curriculum and explore how we can best serve the needs of secondary students who are really a different group of people than our elementary students. And the job of a secondary special education teacher is significantly different than his or her elementary counterpart. You have to know many more teachers, gen ed teachers and specialists at secondary level, and you have to know a lot broader curriculum. You'll be working, outside of your comfort zone, and that's exciting and challenging and can be daunting too. So we're going to look carefully at how we will meet the needs of our struggling readers, our struggling math students, and our struggling science students in particular. So scrolling down here to the assessments and requirements, I just want to mention that the course is built around 7 modules. So every 2 weeks on a Sunday evening, you will have a module due. And so just keep in mind that these are 2-week modules. You're not going to be able to open up the module on the afternoon of the day that it's due and finish it in any way, shape, or form that will allow you to learn anything, let alone get a good point score from the products that you submit. These modules take hours and hours to do, so budget your time accordingly. There's just 7 modules, one every 2 weeks, just to make sure that you leave ample time. I would definitely look early in the week, that the first, as soon as you turn in one module, you look at the new module, figure out the lay of the land for the next 2 weeks, and plan your work accordingly. There are several threaded discussions. That means that early on in the 2-week period for that module, you will need to do your first posting, and then you'll be able to come back in maybe at the beginning of the second week to do your response postings to your peers' work. It is not going to fly well at all if you wait until the last minute to do your work, whether that's a threaded discussion activity. I'll see that. I'll know who's held up, the ball game here by late postings. It's not going to work either to wait and do essays at the last minute. There's a lot of writing for this course, and this writing requires a lot of prep work, whether that's watching videos or reading text materials. And then after the reading, these assignments, they're asking you for complex critical thinking. So it is imperative that you start these modules, each one early in the 2-week period, and give yourself time to process the information and to create very high quality documents, essays, what have you, that reflect critical thinking. This is a 400 level class, typically the last class that you take in your program. And much of it, definitely we do a lot of the activities in the field. I try to create simulations that take you right into the shoes of a secondary special educator. So they're practical, but a lot of the a lot of the course is devoted to helping you pass the MTTC section, whichever your disability area is, CI, EI, what have you. There's a number of questions that relate to transition in the exam. So we want to pay really good attention, take great notes, make yourself a binder of your work for this semester, and that will really help you pass the class and also pass the MTTC. Okay, so here we have assessments and requirements, and of course additional details are provided in each module's to-do list. You'll be doing 4 essay responses to Dr. Palladino's online lectures on transition law and best practice. Each of these essays is 10 points, worth 10 points, for a total of 40 points. And there are detailed instructions as to what we are looking for in terms of the responses to these online lectures. You'll do lots of smaller module tasks, a lot of short essay work, some longer essays, and a lot of critical thinking in the module tasks. You'll do a transition exam at the end of the course. It's worth 20 points. It is multiple choice. By and large, there are several, maybe 2 or 3 short essay questions. This is an open notes exam. You have 90 minutes to take the exam. And I encourage you, whenever it says in the to-do list to take notes, do so that the information is right at your fingertips. You should be able to get through the 35 questions in 90 minutes without any problem if you've taken good notes and really spent some time thinking about the material. And then we will have you do a transition plan summary of purpose, and that is worth 15 points. And again, that information is going to be presented to you later on in the course, and is exactly indicative of the kind of work you'll do in the field. Total points possible, 100 points. And I don't offer extra credit in this class. Grading scale is listed here. There is a live text component, so you will need an active live text account in order to make the required postings at the end of the course. I've already talked about how this course is built around 7 modules. You can certainly work ahead if you want to, but you must make sure that you meet the specified deadlines. Then if you do need tech support in this class, of course you're going to reach out to the Canvas support team. There's always a help icon on all the Canvas pages, and the team is really responsive, so there's lots of different ways to contact help too. Late work will be accepted, but must be within 2 days of the original due date, and there will be a point deduction made. Please don't cheat. Be professional, and definitely adhere to high standards of writing. I'm a heavy-handed editor, and I expect to see grammatically correct writing from you with also correct spelling, punctuation, and so on. You are teachers. Let's practice the craft. And then finally, if at any point in the semester you are encountering difficulty or you feel you could be performing at a higher level, please consult with me. And of course, if you need any accommodations or adaptations because of a disability, my goodness, let's have a chat and let me change up what I'm doing so that you can fully succeed in this course. Scrolling down here, you can see a list of due dates of all of the modules and the activities, and of course you can also click into the course calendar for due dates as well. Last thing I want to say is I'm super accessible. Never sit and worry or fuss about anything. If you're confused, shoot me an email. I'm here for you. If a link is not working, I can usually take care of those kind of things, so let me know right away and I'll fix it for you. I hope we have a terrific semester together. I look forward to working with you. Bye-bye.